that'll be done. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Alright, so my goal for today is to take that game state manager I was working on last week and make it so I can save and load the game state from the hard drive. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make a function called save and a function called load. Let's see. Thank you. Yes, we are so the way that Godot recommends doing it is basically having a dictionary of the relevant stuff that needs to be saved, and then store line with a JSON string. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Fullbaka? It was Labor Day yesterday, which is a holiday here in the US, so I had a nice relaxing time with family. Didn't do a whole lot. Did some reading. Walked my dog. Thorin was very glad to have us home and chill. Ate some pizza and ice cream. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it's finally like cooling off a bit. It had been pretty hot the past few weeks, so I hadn't been walking Thorin as much. But this past weekend and this week I've been walking him every day, and it's been really good for both of us. Okay, so we definitely want to load. Alright, so we'll have an export var save file. String equal user : / string, not sting. So we'll call it file 01.scoop. Move this over to a different window just so I can see it while I'm typing. Reference that. So we'll say on our file access dot open. Let's see, file path. access right. And let's see. Dot stringify. We'll stringify our bool state. File dot or string. Look up stringify. Actually, let's call this bools, and then for load, say this file path. Return if we don't have the save file. And then file equals file access open file path access read. File dot get line. Get line returns the next line of file as a string. Okay, I see. So, this is actually, well, a file dot get positions. It's less than a file dot get length. Really, this is probably making it more complicated than it needs to be. Actually, okay, I think. So I could do like a nested dictionary where I have a dictionary that's just like both the bool and int states stored as one. That should theoretically be able to save and load the file. I just need to be able to call that from in-game. So I'm going to make a save and load screen. 2D scene. And we'll have 2 buttons. One called Save Game button. One called Load Game button. And actually, we're gonna make this center. This will be a vertical group. And we'll call this save and load. Yeah. Also add a panel. That's here. Scripts, UI, loads. We'll say make both of these unique. Ready function will say save game. How do I do this again? I know I've done it before. Let's see. Focus. see. State manager. Let's see. And then let's see. State manager. Dot. Load game state. What was the level loader? Level, don't remember where the art scene gets saved. Main scene. I'll just copy and paste it because this isn't permanent or anything. All right. So be start button. Enter. And use action pressed. Pause. How do we... I want to be able to like pause the game. Process mode equals let's get tree dot pause equal true. And I think I just need to drop this on links. Here. So if I run this now. Okay. me check really quick to see if the file actually exists. Where does this get saved? I see users, data, local. What is the actual user path? So it should be it's on figured in projects. File system? No. Big. I'm not seeing an app user data folder in here. Here we go. User data. File 01.save. Let's open it in ++, just so we can actually see it. And it is empty, it looks like. Okay. I probably forgot something really silly, like I guess one easy thing I could do here is just print the whole save file. So enter save game. What does Godot say? Did nothing. I probably need to, let's see. There might be some things I need to configure in screen fader and level loader. Let's see. My fancy zones always. It thinks I'm dragging a window. That's weird. Game state manager, the save and load screen, when we show it, actually no, we'll just in ready. And paste this into any of the scenes that need to keep running. Set it here for that one. Then screen fader. And level order. Because I think part of the problem was pausing the game and those nodes stop running when it's paused. Okay. X. Okay. It did save. The load broke for some reason. Interesting. Returns the next line. A save file dot get position. Because it could be I'm trying to call get line, but if position isn't ever set, then not entirely sure how this works. But print the line, and then parse the line. Okay, so the get line is getting the whole file and not the individual line. Why is that? It's because there's not a line break there. Why isn't there a line break? There should be. Let's just put a line break there, and then try loading it now. I see. This needs to be JSON new. breaks again because there's not a new line. The slash, I think. Here, save, close. Okay. Looks like we have a working save file. Let's try a few other things. We'll grab some rupees, grab a couple keys, open a chest. Okay, we'll open one of the chests in dungeon. Okay, now we'll save. Close. Load. We still have a key. We have all the money that we had. The door stays open. We have the number of hearts we had. Cool. So the flow of the saving and loading isn't great, but it works. Like I guess I could do like at export var load save init, and if that's true we can say if load save game on init it loads a game at load game state. Thank you for the stretch. Cool. So now, yeah, we have not just persistence, but we have permanence between playthroughs. Which, you know, it's not the most exciting thing, but it is very important. So I am going to end up setting that back to false for testing and stuff. But it's good to know that it is doing what I want it to. Let's save. Wait. So I was doing some thinking about, like, I should probably have, in the game state, like, certain things that should, certain things that are, like, persistent, so they stick around, like, let's say I smashed all these pots. And I go to another room, like, should those pots stay smashed? Because currently they don't. So, like, things like unlocking doors should definitely be permanent. Or like if I kill this enemy, oh, he killed me. Oh, interesting. I loaded the game with no health. That's not right. And now things are in a real busted state because I have no health. Alright. Well, that's a bug. But yeah, if I set it to false, it should just, everything should load to the defaults. Yeah. No keys. No damage. But yeah, I think the way that Zelda does it, it's like, they'll have different scenes, like for different areas. Like, say a dungeon is its own thing. And like, as long as you're in that dungeon, stuff, for the most part, like, stays permanently changed. But if you leave the dungeon and come back, it resets. No life, relatable, yes. So yeah, I kind of just need to think through, like, what things need to be, like, permanent forever, what things need to be, like, persistent while the scene's loaded, and then, like, what things need to, or, like, are fine just, like, reloading or resetting or whatever. I've been watching a playthrough of Dark Souls 3, and I was thinking about some of that stuff too, because it's like Souls like have the added complexity of, like, you know, there are certain things that are like completely permanent, like beating a boss, but then there's like enemies that like they'll stay dead if you beat them, and if you like quit without dying or resting at a bonfire, those enemies will stay dead. But then if you rest at a bonfire, like it probably has its own set of things that it will go through and reset. So it probably has multiple sets of data for like, you know, what stays done, or yeah. But yeah, this is a good start. Definitely a good start. So I think the next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna do it on Thursday because I got started a little late today and don't have a lot of time left. But I want to make it so by default you don't have the bombs enabled, and when you open the chest it enables the bombs. So yeah, that's my goal for Thursday. And then I think next week I want to start on some simple like cutscene type things. Cause like I made the animation for the door unlocking, but like you still have control over the player and the camera. Hi Snowtwig, how's it going? We just made it so we can save and load the game. But yeah, like I want to have like I want to make some improvements to the dialogue box system, because like I can still move around while the dialogue box is up. So I think the goal for the dialogue system is I want to have some that are just like, you know, a single box and then you press a button and it goes away. Some that are like multi-line where it pops up, you press a button and it moves on to the next line. And then some that have like a yes or no. So I can do basic dialogue. And then I want the treasure chest to do kind of like in Zelda where, you know, Link holds up the item that you get. And have like, you know, particles and a camera angle, and then also like when you open a door, like make that a little cutscene, and maybe have one like the first time you encounter an enemy, just to kind of get some variety of different types of. I want to have be able to do cutscenes that involve multiple characters, some that are probably just camera movements, stuff like that. But that will really like get me to the point where I have pretty much all of the core gameplay systems in place, so I can like start building levels and story and stuff like that. But yeah, the core of the game's coming together really well. Yeah, we have this kind of jank save menu. And I did some thinking also about some stuff I want to change with the way that the this save file dictionary is set up, because right now I have to like manually type out the name of chest, outdoor one, open, um, and I have to like manually make sure that I don't make a typo and make sure that it is in fact unique to each one. But I think what I can do is I can have a resource file that's like, a persistent bool value, and then based on the file names of those, add that to the dictionary. And I was also thinking about setting up getters and setters. So, for example, let's see, in the locked door, like I'm setting and getting the game state here, but ideally what it would do is it would just like, it would be something like, let's see, like something like that. I don't know exactly how to do getters with exports. I'm not sure if you even can, but I think there's a way to like have this like it automatically will call this stuff. The big thing is the setter, so rather than so like when I say lock state equals false, it will automatically add it to the game state manager, is how I want it to work. But I might save that for later because it will involve touching a lot of systems. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. This is I finished the main thing that I had planned on doing today. Got the save game working. This is what our save file looks like, by the way. Yes, thank you for the save reminder. One nice thing about Godot is like basically every time you hit the play button it does save, but I will commit my changes to my GitHub. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, this is good progress. We got a lot of cool, important stuff working. And yeah, once I get like improved, thanks for the D20 and stretch. I need to go back and make it so I actually get the results of those D20s. I'm gonna write that down so I remember. Alright. But yeah, my current plan for this month is to get a really basic vertical slice of the game. It's gonna be ugly and jank, but it'll basically have the flow from like, you know, a start menu. It'll let you load from a file, like multiple files, or make a new one. You'll have a little outdoor area. You'll have some cutscenes. You'll have some dialogue. You'll be able to open a chest and get an item. You'll be able to, you know, fight an enemy, blow stuff up, and go into the dungeon. And that's like a huge milestone. So yeah, that's my goal for this month. And I think that is doable. So I'm gonna find us somebody to raid, and I'm gonna get out of here. And I'll be back on Thursday with what did I say I was gonna do? Make it so you get the bombs from the treasure chest. I think we're gonna raid Reb. Oh, thank you, Snowtwig. I have started setting up a Steam page and an itch.io page for it. And I will share those links when they're ready to be shared. You can add it to the wish list and stuff. But yeah, we'll raid Rebecca Roney. She's doing some art. And yeah, I'll be back Thursday. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.
Safe